Is your faith feeling strained? Do unexpected setbacks leave you questioning God's plan? You're not alone. Many devout souls grapple with these uncertainties. This daily devotional is your compass in these turbulent waters, offering practical guidance to navigate the complexities of faith when life feels most challenging. This isn't just another religious reflection. It's a roadmap to understanding God's intricate plan, even when it seems opaque or painful. You'll discover profound insights into how seemingly difficult circumstances can shape you into the person God desires you to be. Prepare to delve into scripture that illuminates the path forward, allowing you to face challenges with unwavering trust. We'll explore compelling stories of faith from the Bible and beyond. Real people who face seemingly insurmountable obstacles and emerge stronger, more resilient, and more deeply connected to God. You'll gain actionable strategies to cultivate unwavering trust during times of hardship, moving from feelings of frustration and confusion to a profound sense of peace and understanding. Beyond intellectual comprehension, this devotional aims to deepen your spiritual connection, fostering a stronger relationship with God. Imagine experiencing a newfound confidence as you learn to interpret the often cryptic language of life's trials through the lens of divine purpose. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about equipping you with the tools to see the beauty and wisdom in every twist and turn, knowing that even the seemingly impossible is possible with God. This isn't merely theoretical. It's about practical application. You'll learn actionable steps to maintain faith amidst adversity. By the end of each session, you'll walk away with a renewed sense of hope, empowered to trust God's plan even when it's hard, transforming a potential source of anxiety into a catalyst for spiritual growth. In the tapestry of Catholic faith, navigating life's complexities with unwavering trust in God's plan is a cornerstone. Today, many of us find ourselves facing challenges that strain our faith, questioning the wisdom and benevolence of God's path. We encounter setbacks, unexpected turns, and moments of profound uncertainty. These are precisely the times when our reliance on God's plan, even when seemingly inscrutable, becomes most crucial. This devotional series understands the significance of this struggle. It acknowledges the human tendency to seek immediate answers, clear directives, and neatly packaged solutions. Yet, true faith often blossoms amidst the chaos and contradictions of life's journey. A devout life frequently involves embracing the unknown, trusting in God's plan even when the path ahead appears winding, difficult, or downright confusing. Understanding the profound concept of God's plan is not just about accepting trials. It's about recognizing that every experience, both good and bad, plays a role in our spiritual growth. It's about understanding that God's plan isn't always immediately apparent, and that trusting in His wisdom often means trusting in the process itself, even when the road is shrouded in mystery. Consider the story of Joseph sold into slavery. To us, this appears to be a profound setback. Yet, within that crucible, Joseph's faith and patience were forged, ultimately leading him to a position of profound influence and salvation for his family. This exemplifies the intricate weaving of God's plan throughout the fabric of human experience. Central to understanding this concept is the idea of divine providence. It's the belief that God is actively involved in our lives, guiding us even through challenging circumstances. This conviction empowers us to navigate life's uncertainties with renewed purpose, knowing that every detail, however small or seemingly insignificant, fits within a larger, overarching plan. Ultimately, this devotional series aims to equip you with the tools to interpret and trust God's plan even during moments of difficulty. We'll explore scripture, share personal experiences, and discuss practical strategies for maintaining faith and finding peace in the midst of life's trials. This is not just about theological contemplation. It's about transforming our struggles into opportunities for deeper connection with God and a more meaningful life. Unlock the power of trust in God's plan. Subscribe for daily insights and join the conversation. Share your experiences and perspectives in the comments below. Your feedback is crucial for continued learning and growth in our faith journey. A core goal of this devotional is to equip you with practical tools to trust God's plan, even in the face of adversity. We aim to move beyond abstract concepts to tangible applications, making faith a daily guide rather than a distant ideal. This means understanding that hardship isn't an enemy, but a teacher, shaping us into resilient and faithful individuals. Imagine a seemingly endless project at work. Deadlines loom, resources are stretched thin, and frustration mounts. This is a familiar feeling. How do we maintain hope and trust in the project's success when setbacks are frequent? The answer lies not in demanding immediate clarity, but in focusing on the underlying purpose, perhaps a larger company initiative, and trusting the process. This applies equally to our relationship with God. A key step is cultivating patience. God's timing isn't always our timing. The path forward may not be immediately evident. Instead of demanding answers, practice trusting the process, knowing God is working even when we can't see the full picture. Take time for prayer and reflection, allowing God to guide you through the trials. Another crucial step is to focus on the present moment. Don't get overwhelmed by the future. Embrace the lessons of the present. Embrace the support system God provides, whether through fellow believers or unexpected acts of kindness. By focusing on what you can control and trusting God with the rest, anxiety gives way to faith. Common questions arise. How do I know I'm on the right path? The answer isn't about finding a precise map, but about sensing God's presence. Trust in His unwavering love and guidance, even when the road ahead appears unclear. This requires open communication with God through prayer and Scripture. Lastly, acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Frustration, disappointment, and fear are all natural responses to difficulty. Recognize these feelings, allow them to pass through you, and remember that God's love surrounds you. Consider a young entrepreneur, Maria, whose dream of opening a bakery was shattered by a sudden, unforeseen market downturn. The vibrant energy that once fueled her passion now felt choked by doubt and uncertainty. Her meticulously planned trajectory, from securing a loan to designing the perfect storefront, seemed to have vanished overnight. This turning point, this sudden shift in fortune, highlights the urgent need for understanding the nuances of trusting God's plan. This scenario is not unique. Countless individuals, bound by faith, face similar crossroads, where meticulously laid plans encounter unexpected obstacles. Their dreams, aspirations, and livelihoods are threatened by circumstances beyond their control. The question isn't if these challenges will arise, but rather how we navigate them. Consider the anxieties that arise. Fear creeps in, whispering doubts about God's plan. A sense of isolation might set in, a feeling that we're adrift at sea without a compass. The weight of responsibility can feel crushing, especially when our confidence and resources feel depleted. It's in these moments that trusting God's plan, even when opaque and challenging, becomes an absolute necessity. The core conflict isn't about God's presence or absence, but about maintaining faith in the face of uncertainty. It's about recognizing that trials are not an indication of God's disfavor, but opportunities for growth and resilience. Maria's dream, once a beacon of hope, now feels like a distant star. This crisis, however, marks a critical juncture. It's a moment to reevaluate her relationship with God, to reestablish trust in the divine plan, even when the path ahead appears shrouded in obscurity. The pivotal moment isn't the downturn itself, but the choice Maria makes, to choose faith in God's unyielding plan. It's not about dismissing the challenges, but embracing them as opportunities for growth, reevaluating her vision, and searching for new ways to connect with the divine. This is a moment of reflection, an opportunity for deeper engagement with the principles of trust. It necessitates a shift in perspective from one focused on human control to one centered on faith in God's sovereignty. A foundational concept in understanding God's plan is the idea of divine providence. This isn't about luck or chance, but a belief that God is actively involved in every aspect of our lives. even the seemingly mundane. Imagine a farmer diligently preparing the soil, knowing that a bountiful harvest depends not only on their efforts, but also on the unpredictable forces of nature. This analogy mirrors our relationship with God. Our actions, like tilling the soil, are essential, but the ultimate outcome depends on a higher power. A crucial step in understanding this is to recognize that God's plan often unfolds through unexpected pathways. The Bible is replete with examples of individuals whose lives took surprising turns. Joseph, sold into slavery, ultimately became a powerful leader in Egypt. This example demonstrates that setbacks can be catalysts for growth, not roadblocks. A crucial realization is that God's plan may not always be immediately obvious. This understanding necessitates recognizing that patience is a virtue. God's timing is often different from ours. We might fervently wish for a specific outcome, only to experience delays. Learning patience allows us to trust in God's wisdom, even when the path feels uncertain. Consider the parable of the sower. The seeds that fall on fertile ground represent those who readily embrace God's plan. The seeds that fall on rocky ground represent individuals who struggle with doubt and impatience. Recognizing this distinction fosters a deeper appreciation for those who persevere. Prayer becomes a crucial tool. Through prayer, we communicate our needs, concerns, and desires to God. This isn't about dictating God's plan, but about expressing our trust in His guidance. Through prayer, we acknowledge that we are not alone in navigating life's challenges. It's about fostering a dialogue, a connection with the divine. Further, Scripture offers profound insights. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 emphasizes trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning not on your own understanding. This highlights the importance of relinquishing control and embracing a perspective that goes beyond our limited human understanding. It's about acknowledging our limitations and placing our trust in a higher power. This is a pivotal step in accepting the unknown. Finally, reflect on your own experiences. Have there been times when you questioned God's plan? Perhaps a setback or a difficult choice? Journaling your thoughts and feelings can foster self-awareness, allowing you to connect your experiences with broader spiritual principles. Practical application involves cultivating a daily practice of trust. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but approaching them with a different mindset. Imagine a student struggling with a complex math problem. Instead of panicking, they break the problem down into smaller, manageable steps. Similarly, complex life challenges can be approached with a sense of faith, broken down into smaller, surmountable steps. Consider the scenario of a struggling artist. Their work isn't receiving the recognition they hoped for. A practical application of trusting God's plan could involve focusing on the process of creation, finding joy in the act of painting or sculpting, even when sales are slow. This approach shifts the focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. One key strategy is to identify areas where you have control. This might seem counterintuitive, but in moments of uncertainty, focusing on what you can control, your actions, your reactions, your prayer life, creates a sense of agency and order. This cultivates a feeling of proactive participation in your journey. Another helpful approach is to cultivate gratitude. Even in challenging times, there are always elements to be thankful for. Take a moment to acknowledge the small blessings in your day. This shift in focus can help reorient your perspective, reminding you of God's ongoing presence. Potential challenges include periods of intense doubt and fear. During these times, remember to turn to Scripture, prayer, and the support of your faith community. Engage in activities that bring you comfort and peace. Whether it's listening to uplifting music, spending time in nature, or engaging in a favorite hobby. Furthermore, understand that setbacks are often part of the journey. Just as a seedling must endure harsh weather to grow into a tree, personal growth often involves hardship. Learn to view challenges as opportunities for learning, growth, and spiritual refinement. Ultimately, applying these concepts requires practice. Consistent reflection on your relationship with God, coupled with a commitment to prayer, can transform moments of uncertainty into opportunities for spiritual growth. Embrace the journey, trusting that God's plan, even when hidden, is ultimately good. Moving beyond the practical, let's delve into the deeper implications of trusting God's plan. This involves understanding that faith isn't about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as integral parts of our spiritual journey. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. A profound example is the life of Saint Teresa of Avila. Her journey wasn't without hardship and opposition. Yet, through trials, she developed unwavering faith and a deep understanding of God's will. Her experiences illustrate how faith can be strengthened through adversity. Consider the concept of surrender. This isn't about passively accepting hardship. It's about actively relinquishing control and trusting that God's plan is greater than our human understanding. Imagine a ship sailing in a storm. The captain's skill lies not in controlling the storm, but in skillfully navigating the vessel. In the same way, our faith lies in navigating life's storms with the guidance of God. This perspective offers insights into the nature of divine providence. By relinquishing control, we invite God to lead us through the unknown, even when it seems uncertain or challenging. Consider the scientific concept of chaos theory, where seemingly small changes can have significant consequences. In this context, God's plan might involve unforeseen circumstances, yet they are still part of a larger, intricate design. Furthermore, consider the story of Abraham. God's call upon him to leave his homeland, a demand that challenged his understanding of comfort and security, exemplifies faith beyond human comprehension. His journey of faith, marked by repeated tests, showcases the profound implications of surrendering to a divine plan. This faith extends beyond our personal lives. It encompasses our understanding of our place in the grand scheme of things. It encourages us to move beyond our limited perspectives and recognize that God's plan encompasses not only our personal destinies, but also the destinies of all humanity. Ultimately, the journey of trusting God's plan, even when hard, is a continuous process of learning and growing. It requires a commitment to faith, a willingness to surrender, and an understanding that God's wisdom transcends our earthly comprehension. This deeper understanding forms the foundation for true spiritual maturity. Research consistently demonstrates the profound impact of faith on mental and emotional well-being. Studies indicate that individuals with strong religious beliefs often exhibit higher levels of resilience and coping mechanisms during stressful periods. This resilience, rooted in faith, allows individuals to navigate life's difficulties with greater composure and understanding. For instance, a 2018 study published in the Journal of Religion and Health found a significant correlation between religious involvement and improved mental health outcomes during periods of economic hardship. This underscores the real-world implications of trusting God's plan, particularly during challenging economic times, demonstrating the practical applications of faith in mitigating stress and fostering a sense of security. Furthermore, countless case studies of individuals who have overcome significant obstacles reveal the pivotal role of faith in their journeys. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, whose unwavering belief in the power of education, deeply rooted in her faith, allowed her to persevere through targeted threats and violence. Her story exemplifies how faith, coupled with trust in God's plan, empowers individuals to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Expert opinions from theologians and spiritual leaders offer further insight into this concept. Many emphasize the importance of discerning God's will not through a rigid set of rules, but through a deep understanding of His character and the continual cultivation of faith. A key aspect of this discernment is recognizing that God's plan often unfolds in ways beyond our immediate comprehension. The practical implications extend beyond personal experiences. Faith-based communities, often characterized by mutual support and shared beliefs, play a crucial role in providing a network of strength and encouragement during difficult times. This collective faith reinforces the individual's belief in God's overarching plan. Consider the impact of faith-based organizations that provide vital support to impoverished communities. These organizations, often driven by the belief in God's plan for all, demonstrate the tangible impact of trusting in God's plan and highlighting the practical implications on a wider societal scale. Ultimately, the benefits of embracing the concept of trusting God's plan extend beyond individual well-being. They impact communities, foster resilience, and offer a framework for navigating life's uncertainties with unwavering confidence. This strengthens the argument for the importance of actively developing a mindset of trust in God's divine plan. Now, let's address some lingering questions. A common concern is, how do I know if I'm actually following God's plan? One expert suggests focusing not on the what, but the who. Trusting God means trusting His character, His love, and His unwavering commitment to you. Think of it like this. You wouldn't question a trusted friend's advice if they said something seemed a bit challenging. You trust them because you know their heart. Similarly, trust in God's plan is based on knowing His heart, a heart of love, compassion, and unwavering guidance. Another frequent question: how do I cope with moments when I feel overwhelmed by the uncertainty? A simple yet powerful strategy is to break down the problem into smaller, manageable parts. Instead of being overwhelmed by a mountain, see it as a series of hills. Furthermore, consider the role of community. Research shows that individuals with strong social support networks often experience better mental well-being. Lean on your faith community, your friends, and your family. Share your struggles, and let them offer encouragement and support. One crucial element is acknowledging your own limitations. You are not expected to solve everything on your own. This isn't about erasing the complexities of life. It's about integrating faith into the realities of your life's challenges. Perhaps you're concerned about the why behind adversity. Many religious leaders remind us that God's ways are often beyond our full understanding. Instead of seeking immediate answers, focus on the present moment, offering gratitude for the lessons learned and the faith gained. Remember, the journey of faith is about growth, not perfection. Statistics show a direct correlation between consistent prayer and increased feelings of hope and resilience. This isn't about eliminating hardship. It's about learning to navigate it with faith as your guide. Trust in God's plan, even when it's challenging. Your faith will only deepen as you persist on this journey. Let's recap the key takeaways. We've explored the profound concept of trusting God's plan, even when it feels challenging. This isn't about ignoring difficulties, but embracing them as opportunities for growth and spiritual development. We've seen how faith, coupled with understanding divine providence, empowers us to navigate life's complexities with greater resilience and peace. We've learned that trusting God's plan is a continuous journey, not a destination. It requires patience, reflection, and a willingness to surrender control. It involves focusing on what we can control, our actions, our responses, and our connection to God, while relinquishing anxieties about the unknown. Crucially, we've recognized the importance of community. Sharing our struggles and finding support from our faith community strengthens our faith and reinforces our conviction in God's plan. This supportive network is vital during times of hardship. Practical applications include breaking down challenges into smaller steps, cultivating gratitude even in difficult circumstances, and continually engaging in prayer and reflection. These actions can help shift your perspective from one focused on anxiety to one centered on trust in God's loving plan. The benefits of actively embracing this mindset are considerable. Imagine a life free from crippling anxieties, a life where you navigate difficulties with grace and resilience, a life where you discover a deeper, more profound relationship with God. This transformation fosters a stronger sense of purpose, empowerment, and inner peace. It's about finding strength not in control, but in trust. So, what's the next step? Actively embrace these insights. Start by journaling your reflections on God's plan in your life. Spend time in prayer, seeking His guidance and acknowledging His presence in your daily experiences. Share your journey in the comments below. Your engagement and feedback are invaluable. Let's encourage and support each other in this transformative process. Ultimately, trusting God's plan, even when it's hard, is a profound act of faith. It's not about wishing for a different path, but about embracing the one before us with unwavering belief in God's love and guidance. It's about accepting the present moment, finding strength in our faith community, and acknowledging the intricate, often unseen, tapestry of God's plan unfolding around us. Think of a beautiful mosaic. Each small tile, seemingly insignificant on its own, contributes to the breathtaking whole. Similarly, our individual experiences, even the challenging ones, are essential pieces in the larger, more beautiful mosaic of God's plan for our lives. Recognize the value of each piece, no matter how small or seemingly out of place. Remember, our faith isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about finding strength within them. Trials and tribulations are opportunities for growth, resilience, and a deeper connection with God. They're the very stones that shape us into the individuals He intends us to be. Moving forward, let's commit to actively applying these insights in our daily lives. Engage in daily prayer, reflecting on God's unwavering love and guidance. Seek out your faith community for support and encouragement. Look for opportunities to find gratitude even in challenging moments. These actions, simple yet profound, will strengthen your trust in God's plan. As you continue on this journey, you'll discover a greater sense of peace, purpose, and resilience. And as you grow in this trust, you will recognize that even the darkest paths lead to the most breathtaking perspectives and the most profound moments of spiritual discovery. Embrace the journey, trusting that God's plan is always good, always guiding, and always leading you to a place of greater fulfillment.